Hey everybody, I'm Delicia and thanks for stopping by for my weekly top 5 cigar picks. These cigars are coming at you straight from my humidor, hopefully making their way into yours for your week of smoking. So all of the cigars this week are not new, which means they should be easy to find, and I did that on purpose because we're all approaching that holiday season where we're doing a lot of gift giving, and there's always, somebody that that might be looking for a great cigar. So these are some easy sticks that, again, you should be able to find. Then when you do gift them to somebody you can kind of tell them a little bit about it per, the quick little video that I'm doing here. So starting with number 5, we have the CAO Flathead 642. So this one is the Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Habano binder, Nicaraguan and Dominican on the filler. It's very woodsy. You get a lot of anise, coffee bean. You do pick up some black pepper notes. It's an easy smoke and it's fun, part of that whole CAO Flathead series. And again, those are kind of like a classic. They're out there. Should be able to find, again, all of these cigars in your local brick and mortars as well as online, retailers as well. Moving on to number 4. We have the Big Papi. This one I love. This is one of the, just a great selection from El Artista, made in the beautiful Dominican Republic. Of course, David Artis is behind this brand. Just a beautiful stick and a lot of good flavors on it as well. And that one is available with a beautiful Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Dominican Criollo 98 on the binder, Dominican and Nicaraguan on the filler, black pepper, you get the hay, leather, you pick up cedar, sweet tobacco. It's got a lot of nice flavors, a good, not too strong, but a good amount of flavor to it. But again, not necessarily an introductory cigar, but more for like your, avid smoker. So again, great flavor, great price point. If you have any baseball fans, they're of course going to appreciate, the beautiful band on there. And again, kind of a nice little baseball theme with that one, with the Big Papi. So moving on to number 3 this week. It's actually the one I'm smoking here. This is the OVErlord. This one's fun. I mean, I love the band. It's very colorful. It's an eye catcher. It's definitely available in a variety of humidors. So again, you should be able to find this. A little bit pricier, but again, it's a nice stick. So if you're looking for that, a good cigar for your boss or for just somebody that, you want to spend a couple extra bucks on, this is a nice way to go. Good flavor. It's not my favorite out of the whole entire OVErlord lineup. I just like it because it's colorful. It does have a nice offering of just kind of like a well-rounded flavor profile. You do pick up some different notes in this one, but it's a nice little box-pressed baby. And it is featuring an Ecuadorian wrapper, Mexican binder, Brazilian, Peruvian, Honduran, Dominican, and Nicaraguan on the filler. So as I mentioned, you get the nice complex notes. You get citrus, you get chocolates. I'm actually drinking mine with some coffee with my Hopping Goat, my Yirgacheffe coffee, and it's I'm drinking it black. There's nothing in it, and it's going really nicely. So again, you could put this with a number of things, but just a nice offering, and again, a great gift for somebody out there. Number 2 this week is going out to a very classic Don Pepin original. This is the blue label. You can't miss it. You should find it pretty much every single humidor you go into. Offered in a variety of vitolas as well. 100% Nicaraguan tobacco, so it has that Corojo Oscuro wrapper. It is a fuller bodied stick, so it's definitely not for somebody that is, again, brand new to smoking. It's definitely for that person that really enjoys cigars, and preferably like if you know somebody that likes to sit down with a nice glass of scotch at night or a bourbon, this is a great offering because it is that fuller bodied stick. It does have those nice zesty leather, black pepper notes. You do pick up just, the underlying cedars. You pick up, for me, I get a lot of black pepper with that stick, but it's nice. It's not overpowering. It's just a good amount of flavor with it, and definitely, again, a classic. You can't go wrong with Don Pepin. The original has that nice little blue band on it, so easy to spot. Now, number 1 this week is going out again to my good friends over at Joya de Nicaragua, the Cuatro Cinco. So Joya has really put out some interesting cigars recently. There's a lot of little new ones floating around out there, and they're all great. Joya is another brand that I trust, and I know if I pick up a Joya in a humidor, it's going to smoke well, it's going to be consistent, I'm not going to have burn issues with it. It's a very safe cigar. Lots of different offerings as far as if you're brand new to smoking, if you're an avid smoker, if you're somebody that likes the real strong sticks, they have something for everybody all across the spectrum. But I still always go back to the Cuatro Cinco. I love that cigar. It's a classic. It's been around for a long time. They did some, in recent years, they did some rebanding on it, but it's a beautiful cigar. It's a great gift for, again, somebody that is a smoker. None of these are really cigars for new people. So again, but I look at it like if you're not necessarily going to gift somebody a cigar that doesn't really smoke, or that's kind of, not really into smoking, that's kind of not the crowd. I would think that you're kind of aiming to give a cigar to. That might be a person to give a bottle of wine or something instead, or coffee, even better. That's always safe. And so all 5 of these cigars are, again, for your regular smoker. There's a couple of them that are a little bit stronger, but the Cuatro Cinco is just beautiful. It's that Nicaraguan puro. It's featuring different tobaccos from Esteli, Jalapa, Condega, so a lot of different flavor, rich coffee notes, sweet. You get the pepper in there. It's just very balanced, and one of my favorites from their overall lineup. I always go back to the Cuatro Cinco. I love it. Again, they've put out some really nice cigars in recent the last couple years even, just some really nice offerings. But again, can't go wrong with that Cuatro Cinco. It's kind of a classic staple. Definitely belongs in the humidor for sure. You should have at least, a box or so on hand to get into, whenever you're in the mood for something that's nice and a little bit past medium bodied, but just, not quite full, just right in that comfortable spectrum of things. So a great offering. And again, hopefully that helps if you're out there shopping. I know I have received quite a few text messages from friends of mine that are like, hey, I have, some cigar people, like, what should I get them? They like to smoke this or that. So again, I kind of had the idea of like, let me just throw out some classic cigars that are not hard to find. None of them are brand new. They've been around, so you should be able to find all 5, if not at least 4 out of 5 in most humidors out there. So again, that was kind of the thought behind this week. And again, I always appreciate all your feedback, your comments. Thanks so much for tuning in and for spending some of your Sunday with me. Thanks for all of you that are continuing to support Tazas Coffee. And I've had some really good feedback, and I do appreciate that support as well. If you haven't tried it yet, be sure to stop over to Tazas Coffee by Delicia and pick up your bag of freshly roasted coffee. Cheers.